apparently there's this guy that's in the mansphere. I don't even know the name. I don't even know the name. I don't really care to the way that they handled this situation. MLD, whatever. Some person that's involved within the red pill mansphere community, and they definitely didn't handle things like an alpha when confronted by a woman. They made a joke about her when in live chat, and now this woman remembered that they made that joke and confronted them. And instead of standing on their 10 toes, like, yeah, I said that. Yeah, what happened? Instead, they chose to, be extremely quiet before even saying their piece, admitting to saying it and addressing it. And they handled it like a real beta, a real beta, man. It's pretty crazy. I thought it would be quite funny to laugh at it, and I can tell you guys how he should have handled the situation. Let's take a look at this. Shout outs to Valuetainment. They're the ones that I'm, getting this clip from. Go and check them out.
You need to work on this and this, and like being willing to work on that. But, not everyone's perfect, and everyone's going to deal with some sort of baggage.
Well said. MLD, last take.
I don't want a traumatized woman in my life. I don't want any history of trauma. I've dealt with those kind of fucking nutbags, and I don't ever want to deal with it ever again. I want to deal with a normal, mentally stable, healthy woman. So,
you think you're normal?
Exactly. In what sense?
Nah.
Well, do you think you have healthy habits?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Weren't you the same one who fat shamed me like last week or so?
I don't know.
Do you think that's normal from a stranger to fat shame somebody?
I don't remember. Did I call you fat?
Okay.
Wow.
Don't do that. You know what you were in the chat. You knew you were in the chat. Don't do that on camera.
I don't know.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Do that,
You have a
MLD, because
strange
you
way
were
of,
in the chat with your checkmark name doing that.
What was I
own
saying?
Listen, it's okay if you want to do those things, but own up to what you do.
What was I saying?
I mean, women are apparently CEO of not taking accountability, but I mean, I guess you should change your pronouns because I'd say you're kind of in the same bracket when it comes to that.
All right.
Now, hold on. I'm not defending him, right? But if I was him sitting in a situation, immediately I said, yeah, I said it. So, yeah, need to lose some weight, right? If I did say it, right? I'm not even making that comment as myself right now to her because I don't really care about that. But if he made the comment or made the joke, then he should have repeated it again to her face, right? She has no problem trying to demean you. She just compared you to being a woman. She blatantly just called you a woman and she's calling you out, right? So that means she's out of pocket already. But it's because she doesn't respect you as a man. And it's because you're not doing manly things, right? I'm sure that if you address the situation and even just was like, yo, real, you didn't even have to apologize. Yo, I said that. Here's what I meant by that. You technically might be considered overweight, which means that high value men might not see you as a person of interest. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Not a damn thing. Nothing. But this guy is backing down. And also, let me just point out, I don't like the co-host. That person's not just a guest. I think they might be like a co-host or something. They have some type of job on this channel. I don't like them automatically being biased as hell and jumping in to help this woman. If you're going to run this type of show, you got to be unbiased. Whoever's running the show need to tell that person to shut their mouth. Because now this is the gang up. And I can already see it. The other women are going to gain confidence. And now every female is going to start coming at him on the show. And he's not going to be able to handle that because he's not used to dealing with that in real life. He could just go by the I said what I said tactic and then choose to be quiet. That's what I probably would have did. I would have respectfully told her, hey, listen, blah, blah, said it. This is what I meant. And if it hurt her feelings, she wanted to keep going back and forth, she would have been going back and forth with herself. She'd have been talking to herself because I'd have just been like, whatever. If they can't control their show, who cares? I know I'm going to be here when it finishes. I'm going to just get up and leave once the show is finished.
All right, I'll get right on that.
And that's not masculine energy.
Just
masculine energy.
High value men. Remember, I told you that. Don't call people horse either.
I'm just saying. I mean, women can't handle criticism. I took that like a champ. That's fine. I'll take that. But I think you yourself as a man should probably work on that instead of saying that I don't want to traumatize women, because it definitely shows that
I don't want to traumatize women.
We don't want to traumatize men either. That's the thing. So
Okay.
that's why it's easier to go to Japan and find the konnichiwa type of girl, because they're not going to debate with you. That's the problem.
That's right. They're just robotic female slaves in Japan. They have no personalities.
It
They just
shows.
say konnichiwa.
Yeah, sumi-san, all that shit that you like. It's evident that you're used to women who don't check you when you're being irrational
Thanks.
and way out of place.
Okay, I'm not even trying to pose it this much. You ain't checking up. I'm sorry. If it was me in this situation, no, they know you're not used to women check you. No woman checks me. Period. And that's your problem, and probably why you're not happy. Because you keep trying to check men, right? Like that, maybe you should calm that down. Like maybe let's rephrase that. I don't know. Maybe he can't handle having some issues being addressed. But to say you checking him, nah, you're wild. You're wilding. That's too much. It's too much. And I also want to say, yo, guys, if any young men are watching this, this is called the ish test, right? I'm trying not to curse, but this is really normal stuff. Females will do this in a light way when they like you, just to test you out. They want to see if you're a weak man and if you're going to fold. Like, for instance, I think the last time I had an ish test, I went somewhere and bumped into some chick I used to know, and she hit me with some, oh, I bet you still in the Bronx smashing all these hoes. And I could have been like, what? Where'd you get that from? He's lying about me. I was just like, yup, smashing all the hoes. All of them. Manja. You trying to be one? You trying to be one of them? What's up? And that has a different, more likable reaction than being offended and reacting like this man is reacting.
Thanks for the whole synopsis on the 37 years of my life.
It shows. Well, age really doesn't mean to a lot of people. It shows. Like, you could be, my grandma's 80 years old and still drives like shit. It doesn't matter how old you are. So I would have to say, you sound like somebody who really looks down on women with the way that, I mean, you even made a whole hit piece on that. I think that's weird.
I didn't make a hit piece on her.
This guy, you should really change your pronouns, because I could see that's not your best trait to actually own up to what you do. And I think that's really disgusting.
Why don't you sit in your masculine energy and maybe just apologize for what you said? I think that's very masculine. I think that.
Yeah, hold on. Y'all saying a lot of the stuff that they just said. I do want to address this. Yeah, that was racist as hell. The Japanese comments that she made was racist as hell. 100%. Why didn't he address that? Like, I'm telling you, there's so many things he could have really went there with a certain dominance and showed what an alpha male is. People talk all that crap about Andrew Tate. Have you seen Andrew Tate on a panel with women? They leave respecting it. That's fact, because that's how what a real alpha does. Or you could just be like, yo, I said what I said. Boom, take accountability. You don't gotta say sorry. But yeah, that was me. What up? Maybe I'm just built different. I've been that way since I was a kid. My mom, I remember the fucking shocked look on my mom's face when she asked me if I did something when I was a kid. I was like, yes, mother, it was me. She was like, what? I did it. If I need to be punished, I will take the punishment. And I was a kid. I'm talking about like 4 or 5. My mom was like, who the hell am I raising? It was like a grown man. That's the way I've been my whole life. When I was in school, I do something, I'll go to the principal. Hey, I just beat somebody up again. You want me to just go to detention? Just walk straight there? All right, I'll see you. Or sometimes they'll look for me and find out I went straight to detention. Like, yeah, I already know what's up. Yeah, you ain't got to worry about me running. Nah. I've always been a take accountability kind of guy, because if you wait, once it catches you, it's going to be way worse. Deal with it immediately. That's how men should think. Deal with accountability ASAP. If you make a mistake, if you're wrong, deal with it immediately. If you drive it out, that's what's going on with that YouTuber Illuminati. She ain't really taking accountability, right? And she's also continuing to upload content, knowing that, oh my gosh, that the algorithm is going to go crazy on your videos. She needs to, for one, take a break. In my personal opinion, if you don't know who Illuminati is, that was a channel who tried to call somebody else out and comes to find out she did some nasty things. Some things ain't that damn bad, but some things is like, you're a hypocrite. So you can't even defend her. She needs to come out and be like, hey, listen, truth is, guys, I'm not on the left. I'm woke. I definitely sound like a hypocrite because I was preaching this woke stuff. And now I'm telling the truth. I'm a capitalist. If she said that, yeah, you'll lose some fans. but you gain more respect because you're honest. That's like me. People, BX made me cry. Hey guys, I'm an asshole. See you later. So now if someone says BX was mean, my fans will be like, well, he is an asshole. At least he was honest. You know, you can't say I lied. Never gonna say that. Not never. Not never. Ever. That's never gonna be a criticism. If anyone said that, they full of crap. The only criticism you give me is that I'm mean because I am an asshole. I was a kid that grew up in the South Bronx watching Seinfeld. Think I care about your feelings? No. All right. So yeah, just take accountability. I think men should learn that lesson from this.
That's a great way because I feel like number one, in a war, everyone thinks they're right?
Yeah.
So I think that right now is a great opportunity for you to show that men can be masculine and have feelings and can also regress and think back about what they said. Maybe in the moment you said it because you got excited or whatever, and you were just in this phase of yours. But I think sitting here in front of her, you're talking about that you want this wife and this submissive person and all of this, but where's your respect towards women?
Yes.
And don't you run like an entire male empowerment thing? Like, I think that's important that people look up to you. And you know what's funny? I actually subscribed to you prior to you doing that. And I thought that was so out of pocket. And I was like, wow, like people like you, respectfully to anyone that's listening. This is why I stepped out of the red pill space, because you guys are so quick to demonize women in the West. But mind you, all of these girls have been working since we were old enough to work. A lot of us have to retire our families. But instead of people seeing that, you guys demonize women for masculine traits when we're also working just like you. And I don't expect respect, but like there was no beef and it was so unnecessary. And I think I
don't want to keep pausing this. I ain't trying to keep pausing it. But fam, she's not realizing that. Like, yes, okay, you had to work and maybe you had to deal with some things. It's the same issue within the Black community where a woman would say, well, we had to deal with all these things that made us more masculine. Okay, you still masculine as hell. So, but if you want me to hear y'all, you might have to tone that down. Like, yeah, I understand. But even in this moment, the woman on panel are giving very masculine energy. The male happens to be giving very feminine energy, which is making them even more masculine because they like, oh, let's get our stuff off. Gang, everybody jump on, apologize. No, taking accountability and admitting that he said is one thing. Now you're demanding that he apologize. He needs to man up and actually address you guys and then leave it at that. He don't got to say sorry. Just say that you said it. It is what it is.
But to each their own.
Yeah.
Just saying.
What are you upset that I called you fat?
This is upset?
Yes.
This is upset?
Clearly.
This is addressing.
Well, why don't you want to own up to what you said, though? Why are you denying?
What was it that was said? And if anything, we're kind of built the same, which is funny, dude. We're like, I mean, come on, man. You can't
she
be
said she's not upset.
like we're like, oh, and I'm like, dude, honestly, that's so out of pocket in so many ways.
So how about this?
This
came out of left field, but I don't know. I'm like tuned in right now. Like, I didn't even know this was happening on my show. But here we go.
Own up to what was said and let him clear the.
Man, I'm telling you, let a chick tell me we ain't be able to say. I'd have been like, "Are you proud of that?" Excuse me, ma, you should not be proud that you built like me. If you built like me, that's probably the main reason why you can't get a man. I don't think any man, unless you in a certain community, want a woman built like me. That's not you think that's shade towards me. It's actually a diss towards you, right? I mean, you got some shoulders. I mean, you out here tackling. You playing football. You built like Monique in the 90s. If that's the type of time you on, okay. That's not really a dig at me. That's a dig at yourself, ma. But this dude don't got a backbone. I'm going to stop pausing so much.
If we misinterpreted,
ladies, hold on.
If we didn't understand, let him clear the air.
Guys.
The chick next to the host looked like a Kardashian.
You're upset because what?
I think that, listen, criticism, sure, but be real and own up to whatever mistake you make. Because again, you are leading whatever.
What did I say? What is so upsetting? I don't get it. Why didn't you tell me?
This chick supposed to be attractive. You do all this content and you comment all these things, but you don't remember what you do. But you have all the comments to be made.
No, it's okay. I'll just endure this like I should in an abusive relationship.
Okay, so MLD, what do you recall of this?
I'm still waiting for that. Like, I don't get it.
Okay, I gotta pause it to address that. For one, there's so many points that these women are trash at debating. You could smoke their boots in the debate. She just said, You're doing all that content. You can't remember the one comment from a logic. No, bitch. Shut your simple ass up. And I'm not calling this person a bitch per se. When I'm talking in a hypothetical situation. If you was to say something that's stupid to me, yo, his channel is probably bigger than mine. You think I remember every comment I post? No, I don't. I wouldn't. Like, you literally answered your own question. You post all these videos and do all these things and you don't remember the comment? No, because I post all these videos and do all these things. No, I don't remember. Pull it up. Pull it up on the screen. Either way, I said it, but pull it up. Screenshot it. Pull it up on the screen. Let's discuss it. You want to make the whole show about this? Let's cook. Pull it on the screen. This dude he has no backbone. Oh my gosh. The second thing that I want to address is apparently this man came out with a video. He was doing another panel where he said that a woman who was dealing with some DV, she was dealing with Tina Turner. What's love got to do with it? Rest in peace to Tina. That was the best thing. I'm trying not to say it, so I don't have to edit the heck out this video. But he said that if a woman is in that relationship and it's not a kink, right? It's not like on some consensual, like the girl is really being attacked. He said that the woman should just endure. I think that sounds retarded. But that maybe that's just me. Once again, if it's not a part of a kink, keep your hands to your motherfucking self. All parties. Because if I'm in a relationship and a woman puts her hands on me, I'd be damned if someone ever fixes their face to tell me to endure. I'd be damned if they ever do that. Never. Not never. I'm out and I'm calling the cops. Not only am I leaving, you going to jail, boo-boo. I'm pressing charges. I'm showing up to court with a neck brace on. Don't you ever put your hands on me. Because you know how bad that could get if I retaliate? So like, come on. I'm not a normal nigga. I've trained martial arts my whole life. Keep your hands to yourself. Everyone should keep their hands unless, once again, because you know I'm BDSM Beast Boy, unless it's a part of the kink and it's consensual. Use safe words. Things like that.
What was said that made you so upset?
This is the problem. So if we reverse the roles, if a woman addressed this, you're being emotional.
Not going to answer the question.
There is nothing. I've said it like 5 times. Why don't you answer the question?
I'm asking the question. Well, why are you so mad?
She's already said it.
Because
what are you saying that he called you fat and you're addressing it?
So just take accountability for it. Like, okay. Oh my bad. I was probably just slurring on Hennessy.
Because he's talking about women that they have to do X, Y, and Z and all this what they have to do, and you shouldn't, treat women badly because they have to submit to you. And in Tokyo or whatever, they're so feminine and this and that. But it's here, you come here, and when there's women are making valid points and there are respectable women, you come in the chat and you fat shame, or you go and make pieces about people, or whatever it is that you want to do. At the end of the day, all that's being said is that, listen, if you're going to do those things, own up to it and then make your point about it. If you're going to do these things and you're not going to own up to it, and you're then what's the point? You're just bullying people?
Like there's no integrity in what you stand on. Like nowadays, like you're running a space where men stand on principles and honor, but like you see someone's face and you completely dismiss the fact that was disgusting. Like disgusting. We're not in a Call of Duty lobby. Like I don't know you. It wasn't like I've said something to you. I said anything to you. I've stepped out of the combative space of the red pill stuff because of guys like you. And you prove my point to it. It's like, I don't know you. You don't have to do that. And that's fine. Mm-hmm. It's fine if I said, like, you're not my preference. I've never attacked you before.
Right.
I'm still waiting for what made you upset.
Attacked him multiple times.
Right now, we're going to call you the delusional girl.
All right. How about I just...
we can just stick
you want
to
to
that.
just leave? Because this is retarded.
No, I will...
Why would you leave?
I never attacked him. I'm attacking him. Right after she said she didn't attack him, she attacked him.
You're an example
Can
for
somebody
men.
tell me what I said that everybody's so upset about that I'm still waiting on?
What was the example that...
Okay, I'll do the 3. Was it 3? Nah, I'm pretty sure it was... Is this chick supposed to be attractive? 1. 2, she's 40 pounds too heavy.
Yep.
XYZ, something about weight. I wouldn't listen to her. Like, you just went on a rant. It was like...
How do you know that was him, though?
Because it was his name with the check mark in the chat.
Do you recall doing that?
I guess
she's
so.
definitely biased.
You're mad. You're mad because I said you're 40 pounds overweight. I'm on every chat. I'm in Fresh and Fit. You know how it is when you're a streamer. You're in all these chats. I did like 6 shows in the last 6 days.
So just say sorry.
So just own up to being a piece of shit.
No. So I'm not. So first of all, I'm not a piece of shit.
You don't think that's piece of shit behavior?
Okay, don't talk to me like that. All right. Secondly, all right.
Yo, oh my gosh. Yo, this looks so bad. Brother, you can dish it, but you can't take it. It's not even a big deal that you called her fat. Who cares? To be honest, yo, Finn, I'm telling you, I would have hit her with some G that she would have forgot that whole shit, bro. I'm telling you. Actually, I did say that you were 40 pounds overweight, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Did I say that I wasn't attracted to that? I actually like my girls a little bit more because, you know what I'm talking about? That's a little bit more fun, right? So, but some men, they might not want that per se, but it seems like you're treating it like a bad thing. You're already better looking than most women, right? Just because you're 40 pounds overweight it's not really disqualifying you necessarily. But yes, I did say that. I didn't mean it in a way to attack you. You know what I mean? But you were hurt by it and I did hurt you. So I am addressing that. Am I apologizing? No, because I don't think I said anything wrong. But I do want to clarify that I am not attacking you. How fucking hard is that? That nigga might have left with her phone number. What's wrong with him? That's simple. She might have respected that. You know what? I like the fact that he kept it. He was honest. He stood up on what he said, stood his ground. And he wasn't a douche right while we were next to each other. This guy's the man. Let me subscribe to him. That's a possibility. But he just, what? What did I say? I never said that. I said it? What? And then the first time someone says, oh, you're a piece of crap. Don't talk to me like that. Okay. This would be the difference between someone who says they're red pill and someone who is black pill. This is also why I'm not under any pills. I'm Fang Gang. If you want to follow my philosophy, follow Fang Gang philosophy. That's me. I'm repping my own J. I ain't following none of this stuff. I grew up within red pill and did the research and gone through the experiences, but people have taken it and took it to some other ish and just say a bunch of bull crap without actually practicing what they stand on. So forget the labels. Why do we have to put labels on it? I'm repping my own ish, right? But this would be an example of someone who says they're red pill, but they're really black pill.
All right. I said what I said. I do think maybe you were 40 pounds overweight.
Sure.
So what's wrong with that?
We can match each other's energy. All I had to say was you needed like own up to your shit because it's weird that you would face me. Yeah, after like pulling teeth. Are you good?
No, after you talking over me and freaking trauma dumping over live on the show.
You pick these words and like you throw them on people. But if I acted the way you act, you would demonize me. If I literally attacked you the way you attacked me, if I said the things that's disrespectful. If another man said the shit that you said to me, oh, that's fighting words. But yet a woman says it to you, oh, she's being dramatic, she's masculine, she's emotional. But
I didn't call you any of those
things.
Where's
the vein coming out of my neck that I'm so triggered right now that, oh, she's mad? I think it's disgusting that you act the way.
Yo, he's a loser. You just said she was trauma dumping, bro. Stand on what you say. People might actually agree with you. Just stand on it. It's okay. Just stand on it, bro. You said she was trauma dumping. So that insinuates that she was being emotional.
It's so like unattractive and not manly, but yet you sit here and shame women. Oh, I can't wait to go back to Japan. I just think there again, you're leading a bunch of cows to follow you, and you're like, yeah, this is how men should act. That's not how men in my family and in my life act, and it's so unattractive that you think that's normal. So you are part of the problem in the West, is what I'm basically saying.
Okay.
So let's try to put a silver lining on this thing. This came out.
Christ.
How should he have acted? In your opinion?
We walked in the green room. All you had to do was say, hey, no hard feelings. I was just on the little juice a little bit. I was tripping. My bad. I would have been like, all right, bro. Like all fair is word. That's fine. I would have dropped it. But the fact that you walk in the room, you don't address it. You sit here. It's like awkward. And I'm like, this is how, again, people like you want women to submit to this garbage nonsense. And you're, well, women are not submissive. Why would I submit to that type of activity? But again, this is showbiz. That's fine.
You're totally entitled to that. I'll give you,
I didn't even know who she is when I was in the waiting room.
That's the whole point.
Oh my God. You are meant for the camera, my friend. You are something else. You don't know who she was when you were in the chat?
No.
No.
In the camera, in the back room?
No, it's okay.
All right, well, how about this?
Oh my God.
Is there anything you would like to take back or apologize? Whatever you want.
No, not after being treated like that. Absolutely not. I'm not going to be talked down to by like some child that has no decency to communicate with me in a respectful manner.
It starts with you. What man leads a relationship like that? You don't even know how to lead in general space.
You guys are better than me. You win. Cool. Next question.
Amazing.
Please.
Oh my gosh. Yo, he showed an example of how to fail. It says, guys, when you're in the dating stage, a chick might test you like this. And it's not even to come at you or attack you. It's blaming just to see, are you strong enough? Are you a man's man? Or are you going to run at the first sign of trouble? A woman needs someone who's going to be able to be there, solid as a motherfucker. She needs to be able to run to you. You got to correct her when she's doing stuff like this. How can you expect that? That's why I agree with this young woman, but she says, like, I can't be submissive to someone like you. Correct. A lot of men are begging for submissive women, but you're not a dominant male. In BDSM terms, how are you going to be submissive and then try to dominate a submissive woman? That makes no sense. She's going to naturally start acting more masculine because of the relationship dynamics, which is going to make her feel uncomfortable and miserable and not want to be with you. So where now she's starting to give you man responses. She dry as hell. And you over there trying to talk to her. Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to watch the football game. What you talking about? I'm just trying to watch the game, my nigga. Like, you good, my nigga? Now she talking to you like she your homeboy. What's up, my G? Yo, fam, chill out, brother. Relax. She lost all respect for you. You need to correct that immediately. If you even get a fucking hint that you're being spoken to like that. But that's just my personal belief. He's not dominant, so he can't expect women to be submissive. It shouldn't be all women have to be submissive because all men are not dominant. For me, I speak from being a dominant male. So in order for a woman to be with me, she has to be submissive. Period. Now, if there are women that come to these spaces to learn, which is the case, I've gone to panels and debated people and had the woman come on panel and be like, BX, Beast Boy, I don't know who you are, but I need to go follow your channel. You're the only man up here I respect, right? Like, I love everything you've been saying. And I'm like, because I'm a real man. Yes, follow. I'm going to give you the realness, right? He's not giving her the realness. He's giving her the submissive, which is causing them, all the women in the room, to act more masculine. And also, you don't have to like yell or scream. That's not like a masculine trait per se, or it's not 100% like you have to do that. He could have just stood on his ground and just kept it real.
Anyway, you guys good? You guys good? All right.
I don't like how biased that co-host is.
I'm sitting in the middle of this like, holy shit. Anyway, I hope you guys at least after the show can hug it out. I don't know if that's possible.
I got a hard out at 6. I told you.
Okay, we got to get you on. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this last segment. This came out of nowhere. This is live TV, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't expect that happening, but I hope you guys genuinely can figure this out after the show. No hard feelings. I understand where you're at. Natalia, final super chats. Let's get some winners and we'll go to the happy ending and we got to wrap up for today.
Okay. So I will go through. Let's see where to start. I'll start with the one on my screen right here. Being Cheeks. I never subbed to Angela or MLD, but Angela got my vote for the rose. Typical red pill guys never take accountability for the same way OnlyFans
super
girls
chats
in
is
their
frying
future. Then we have this one. Being Cheeks. Have more enthusiasm reading the chat. I will. Then we have Full Weed Todd. Divorce is actually worse than average men. They end up lying in their cars and sitting on earth for men at 40, self-destruction. Sorry, it was a little blurry when I took a picture. Then we have Redo.
Hold on,
Destiny.
guys. As we're doing this, production team, real quick. I know we're wrapping up. MLD literally has to go. He's not walking off. No. He said at 6 o'clock he needed to hard out at 6 o'clock right now. MLD, final words before you run off. I don't want to go out like this.
Off, bro.
Anything you would like to say before you do?
I got nothing to say.
Wow. You could have literally addressed them. Just what?
All right, brother.
Wow.
Of course, bro. Joey?
Yeah.
Let's make sure he gets out safely.
I can't respect this person.
Shit.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Anyway,
Just got ran
And
off,
we're
bro.
the ones that get
He's
our
not having a
period.
good
guys,
Right,
I'm just
saying.
listen, for the record, just so everyone's on the same page here. Me and MLD are cool. We've got zero issues. He's always been super respectful.
No,
But
he
at the same
hasn't.
time, you and I are also very cool. We've also been very respectful together. This is on you guys to address publicly, privately, whatever. This is on you guys. For the record, I had no clue that any of this was going to happen. It's great for TV, but not exactly what I wanted to happen with my show. But
He's
such is life.
bugging. Yeah, he got to take that L. To be honest, in this position, after he played the way he played, right? He doesn't play chess. He just doesn't know strategy, any of this. He had to be a punching bag towards the end. That was the only way out of this with any kind of dignity. With any kind of dignity, he had to be the punching bag towards the end. And what I mean by this is, say you enter a debate, right? In the world of debate, sometimes people are going to be disrespectful. They might do things that's not really like outside of the fallacies, right? If you run away and leave, it looks horrible. It looks like you couldn't handle the heat. You might have been winning. Could you imagine? What if you in a boxing match and someone's doing a little dirty boxing, but it's nothing too illegal to where it gets eliminated? If you quit the match, you quit the match. It don't matter. That you quit, you lost. So you got to think about that in the world of debate or panels or public opinion and reception. In this world, after the lashing he just took, now when it's just you got to sit here and the fans are going to say what they got to say. Fan, the only way you can handle this with any kind of dignity is to just play a punching bag and just sit there and take it. You ain't even got to talk. Just be quiet. Whatever. Just chill. Don't catch no attitude. Just spending your little last 15 minutes. Well, no more than 15 minutes just chilling. If people throw roasting jokes, whatever. If you're done addressing it, you're done. If I go into a panel, and mind you, you guys have seen me go on the panels and debate like 5 people at once. Easy, light. Nothing to a boss. Nothing. And then what I say every time when they try to get me to leave, oh, just leave and click off. No, kick me. No, kick me. Nope. I'm not running. Kick me. Kick me off or ban me. One of the two. I refuse to back down. I don't give a fuck. Like, because that's just how I'm built. Like, I'm like that in real life. I've been jumped by multiple people and didn't run. It's crazy. Maybe I should have. I remember when I got jumped at Six Flags. I'm punching people in their kneecaps. That was stupid. It looked crazy though. But fam, I'm not going to run. I'm going to put my back to the wall, put my guard up, and I'm chucking these things. And they going to land. And I'm telling you, once I drop the first one, everyone going to run. So you got to have that mentality as a man. In this predicament, the only thing he could have did was just stay. It looks way worse that you just leave. I don't care if you had a fucking prior engagement. Then you should have added some cushion time. That's what I do. I tell people I got to go 30 minutes before I got to go. Just in case. Just in case, especially when you're doing an interview or a panel. Man, there's been times when people agree to do a panel with me and they're like, yo, I can only be here for an hour. I'll be courteous. I'm like, yo, the hours is up, man. You want to end it? And they'll be like, no, we can rock. And then we end up doing like a 4-hour stream or 4-hour interview, right? Because of comfortability. But you got to have some cushion time. It's respectful to the host. It's kind of disrespectful for you to get up and walk the fuck out in the middle of the damn panel. That's mad disrespectful. But whatever. Tell me what your opinion is down in the comment section. This guy, I can't respect him. I don't know much about him. As far as the woman, I think that they were in the wrong in certain points because of how they were speaking to him. They were throwing insults, calling him a woman, all these things, but expecting him to apologize for calling her fat. That sounds like hypocritical and stupid, right? Now, they kept their woman-like frame, right? And they kept their feminine energy and still addressed the situation. It wouldn't have been less effective. They still would have got their point across and they would have looked even more attractive to men watching, right? But the whole gang, we all gonna jump on you, and it is crazy. Only 2 women on this entire panel was quiet. The one all the way to the left and the one all the way to the right. I didn't hear them do stuff. The three in the middle was going in. The one that's not even on camera that's supposed to be working for the show was doing way too much as well. I think they could have chilled out with that masculine energy. But they were not wrong for saying that this man was not acting masculine and was not portraying alpha male energy. But the little unnecessary shots, when you start doing that, you can't expect somebody to respect you. If this is going to be blood sport, we joking, cool. But then you can't cry if someone calls you fat. If you want to play these insult games, you got to keep your ladylike frame. And then that way, you're going to be 100% right. He would have looked even worse. He would have looked like a fool acting like that. If you didn't insult him and he still acted like that, he would have looked like an even bigger fool. But that's just my opinion. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Hit the like button, all that good stuff.